What's up, everybody? Turn my mic down a little bit. See if I can make this bigger. Boom. Alright, what's up, everybody? Just trying to get all my settings and everything in place. I'm actually doing my live a little bit different tonight. As you can see, I got my headphones on. I got my mic right here. I'm not gonna try to talk directly into it. Turn it down a little bit. But yeah, man, y'all make sure you share this video. I'm not gonna be long. It's Saturday night, I understand, and then I will be going live tomorrow, early in the morning, about I think 11:30. I will be going live, sharing a word, helping people answer the question of why me. A lot of times we have the question of why me, why God sent us to this earth, and I'm gonna do my best to help explain that. So got me a new camera set up, so this is pretty much how I'll be doing my lives from now on. But yeah, tonight mainly I want to talk about and I can't see everybody. I just see somebody is watching. Yeah, I just see somebody is watching. So shout out to the person that's watching. I don't, I can't see anybody personally. Like I said, this is my first time actually doing live in this manner. With the new camera and everything. But I'm gonna get right into it. The price of success. What does success cost? And the thing is, in my opinion, a lot of people are not just afraid of failure, they are afraid of success. They are afraid of actually trying something and it actually working. But the thing is, when you see these people that's on TV, a lot of people, successful people that you might admire, you see your Tom Brady's, you see your Michael Jordans, and you see, these people that are very successful in what it is that they do. You see, this is a thing that I like it on one hand, but then on the other hand, I don't, because what you don't see is the price that they had to pay for it. Now, everybody has their own speculations and their own opinions about certain people that's very successful, but again, anybody, not, I ain't gonna say everybody, because some people are actually born into it, but again, one thing I do think that matters is you have to define what success means to you. Some people, success means a lot of money. Some people, success is, moving out of poverty or moving into a better neighborhood. So you have to define what success means to you. Success isn't going to be the same thing for everybody. Okay. And once you define what success means to you, then you should be able to pay the price for it. Again, like I say, a lot of people are afraid of success. It's not about, they're not afraid of the work, so to speak. It's being afraid of actually achieving it. Because it will bring about something new. You have to change in order to be successful. And that's one of the prices of being success. No matter what what you define success as, it's gonna require you to make some type of change. You're going to have to make some type of sacrifice. You're going to have to give something up. You're going to have to be uncomfortable at some point if you desire to see the results of whatever your definition of success is, if you desire to see that, you're gonna have to give some stuff up. You're gonna have to leave some people behind. Even in the people that you leave behind don't necessarily mean that they are bad people. It just may be that their season is over, and you have to, in order to elevate, you have to cut some people off that's holding you back and is not conducive to your growth. So again, that's another part of the price of success. It's gonna cost you something. And a lot of times when it comes to change, okay, there go the people. I see you. Let me go ahead and like this. Boom, I see you. I think your name is Pansy Sleep. I see you. Thank you for tuning in. I see I got more people watching. Man, thank y'all for tuning in. Again, we talking about the price of success. What does success cost you? The moment, like I was saying earlier, the moment you identify what your definition of success, what does it mean? What does success mean to you? Because a lot of times people, they have a false sense of success, and they say, oh, I want a lot of money. But then when they get a lot of money and realize all the problems and the stipulations that come with it, then it's like, you lose all your joy, and you lose, you kind of lose yourself, so defining truly on the inside, what does success mean to you? And once you define that, then you set on the path to start doing or moving in the direction of your success. Like I said, one of the things that success is going to cost you is giving up some people, giving up some circles, giving up some family members, giving up some friends. And again, those people doesn't mean that they necessarily are bad people. It's just, we can't, you can't take everybody with you to the top, because everybody don't share the same mindset that you do. And that could be detrimental to your growth. Cause on the path of being successful, like I said, again, once you identify that, you want to surround yourself with people who have achieved that level of success, what you define it as, or what you relate to success. You have to surround yourself with those like-minded people, because it will be their words of encouragement, their inspiration, their story. Actually listening to their story is going to give you some level of inspiration, because along this path, like success is a journey. Okay, let's understand that success isn't a 40-yard dash. You're not just gonna jump out the gate and you get an idea tonight, wake up tomorrow, and you just successful. No, it's a journey. And the thing is, some people don't really understand the path or the journey itself, and don't even know that it's gonna be a journey. So in their mind, again, if you know me, I like to use a lot of analogies. What happens is, let's say you go to the feed and seed store. If you're from the South, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The feed and seed store, right? You go to this store, and you see a pack of seed. Let's say you want to plant some apples, right? You go to the feed and seed store, and you get a pack of seeds, apple seeds, and on the front of that pack, you see they have a picture of a tree with apples on it. Now, that's good. That's inspiration. You should use that as inspiration. But see, here's the thing. When you open that pack of seeds, the inside, those seeds don't look like the picture. And so a lot of people, they see the picture and they, instant gratification. They want that picture. They want the apples immediately. So what they do, they create this false expectation of, I'm going to plant this seed today. In a few days, I should have these apples. And that's not the case. And then what ends up happening is they plant those seeds, and after watering it, after trying to nurture it for a little bit, you start out the gate pretty good. But then you get to a certain point where if the apples haven't sprung up immediately or in their time frame, they start neglecting the seed. They start neglecting the apple tree, right? And so what ends up happening is they never achieve the front of that pack of seed, the finished product. They never get their apple tree or their apple orchard, whatever the case may be. They never get that. And so then it starts to create this cycle in their mind that, oh man, no matter what I try, it's not going to work. Well, it's not that it doesn't work. You just don't stick to the process long enough in order to see the manifestation of what it is that you was believing for and working hard towards. So that's one of the prices of success. Is going to cost you to be diligent. It's going to cost you to be consistent. You have to water that seed day in, day out. You have to nurture it. Even if you the thing with the seed is it's so small that you can actually start it in a napkin. Some seeds you can actually start in a wet napkin. If you know anything about planting seeds, you put that seed inside of a wet napkin for a few days, and then it'll start to sprout. So once you see the root in that seed come out of that, when it's in the napkin, once you see that, then you transport it. You transfer it into something else, right? Let's see. It was telling me to close something, but so you transfer that seed from the napkin to a cup. Okay, you let it grow up and you nurture it inside that cup for a little while. Then you move it from the cup to a small flower pot once it grow up enough. Then from there you move it to something bigger. So in essence, what you have to understand that the environment that the seed actually starts in is not the environment that it's actually going to end in. You might start it in a wet napkin, but it's going to end up in a garden. So you have to understand it's a process. You have to be willing to take the journey. You have to count the cost before you even start. So that's why it's very important to have somebody that's walking alongside of you when you start this journey of what you define as success, because it's going to come a point where you're not going to see any fruit. It's going to come a point you're not going to see any blossoms from what you planted. You're not going to see anything for a little while. But the more you continue to nurture, the more you start to water, the more you surround yourself and put yourself in the right environment to grow, then you'll start to see the manifestation of what it is that you working towards. Like when I first started out with real estate, it probably a year, me and my wife, we didn't see anything. Didn't make nothing. I'm talking about literally, I'm talking about, like, plenty of times I wanted to give up and wanted to quit, wanted to throw in the towels. I was like, babe, man, I'm waking up every day. Coming in this office. I got the vision boards. I got stuff written out. I got this notebook. I got that information. I've been in this group, been talking to this person, been hung up on, been cussed out. I ain't saying nothing. I'm ready to quit. But then all of a sudden, because I stayed with it, I kept waking up every day. Didn't see nothing on Monday, I'm back at it Tuesday. Didn't see nothing Tuesday, I'm back at it Wednesday. Didn't see nothing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Start over. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. So I kept going. And then eventually, all of a sudden, one day, and see, that's what a lot of people have to understand. We have to understand that it's not going to be a bunch of days. It's just going to be one day. All it takes is one yes. All it takes is one group to change your life for the rest of your life. All it takes is one. But you'll never reach that day if you give up in the beginning. So that's one of the prices of success. But that's what I mean by being uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Putting yourself in the right environments. Once you define what your success is, you'll be able to determine what environment you need, right? It's not going to be easy. Okay? Like, you watching this now. If you come back and watch this, understand when you start your journey of success, and if I got any entrepreneurs that's watching me right now, you can vouch for me and let people know, like, everybody think that being an entrepreneur, having an LLC, having your own business is easy. And I'm telling you, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for everybody. If it was, everybody be doing it. Everybody be balling out, making money, doing whatever. But it's not for everybody. You have to have something on the inside of you that wakes you up in the morning when you really don't want to get up. You have to have something on the inside of you that's pushing you when you are not seeing anything. When your bills are stacking up. And if you are married, that's one thing. If you are married, right, and you trying to start a business and you're not seeing anything, and your wife is working her hardest, she's trying to carry the load of the bills and everything, and your bills just stacking up, and you trying to pursue this vision and you're not seeing anything, and it's a year later, can you still be friends with your spouse? Can you still be married through that? Can you still look at your spouse with respect and honor? That's hard. Me and my wife have had to do that. Me pursuing real estate, my wife working as a nurse, doing travel nurse. We, in this Airbnb, that Airbnb. See, this is a transparent moment to give y'all some type of insight. What I mean, like, let's just be real. Let's be hot. Like, shout out, Pastor Mike Todd. I'm about to be hot. That's honest, open, and transparent, right? So while we were out in Arizona, my wife ended up taking a travel assignment in Tucson, and this was before Gideon was pregnant. Gideon pregnant. Before Gideon was born, my wife was pregnant with Gideon, and this is before his birth. Right on the edge of him being born. My wife was about 7 to 8 months pregnant, and we was in Tucson, Arizona. Now, mind you, everybody asks us this question, like, man, we heard Arizona is nice, but it get hot. Let me be the one to tell you, Arizona, like, hot is understatement. Like, hot, you can't even use the word hot. It's a new level of hotness that Arizona gets, especially in Tucson, because it's just all desert. Beautiful. Arizona has some amazing sunset. You see palm trees. It very rarely rain. Like here in South Carolina, it gets cold. You can't go outside. Really can't do nothing with your kids. If you do, you gotta face the sickness and the colds and the flu and the COVID. But out in Arizona is beautiful. Even when it's cool outside, it's still beautiful. The sun is shining, blue skies. So Tucson, we out in Tucson, my wife doing a travel assignment, and it was times where a lot of the Airbnbs that we would get, and I was in the process of studying to help build our business for real estate, and I was still doing some orders for Kingdom Custom Designs. If you don't know, Kingdom Custom Designs is our custom apparel business that we started back in like 2014, 2015. But so I was still doing, virtually doing some t-shirt orders, hats, all that good stuff, and in the process of building and studying real estate. So it was times where the check-in for the Airbnb wouldn't be until 3 o'clock. My wife had to be at work at 7. At the time, we were staying in Phoenix. We would have to travel. Literally, like, my wife had to be at work at 7. It was a 2-hour trip from Phoenix to Tucson. We would have to wake up about 4 something, get on the road. My wife sleep in the front seat. I'm driving 2 hours just to get there, to get her to work on time. And then, mind you, again, a lot of the Airbnbs check-in wasn't until 3. So guess who had to sit in the heat? Because I didn't have nowhere else to go. Didn't know a lot of people out there. So I'm sitting in the car a lot of the times, just waiting for check-in for the Airbnb at 3 o'clock. Now, Keep in mind, I'm sitting in the car. It's hot. A lot of times it was like 115, 118, and this is like 50 days straight of Arizona just being super hot, right? So I'm sitting in the car waiting for the check-in. Check-in come, I finally check in. Then, I try to get in. I haven't really been sleep. Haven't been sleep none. Done drove 2 hours. Been up since 4 o'clock. Finally get a check-in at 3. That's almost 12 hours of being up. Then I turn around, be back at the hospital to pick my wife up. Making sure that she don't have to wait. Again, we in Tucson, Arizona, and it's near the border. I mean, you got cartel, you got just a lot of stuff going on in Tucson, Arizona. So, I just had to be on my P's and Q's at all times. And so, I would go and pick my wife up. We would be there probably 2 or 3 days, for her to finish her time working. And then we would get back on the road and drive back to Phoenix. Now, all this is going on while in the midst of pursuing a vision of us having our own business with real estate. You see what I'm saying? So that was part of the price. That's what I mean by journey. That's what I mean by watering the seed continually, even when you're not seeing nothing. Even when it's very, 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 very uncomfortable, still pursuing what you believe in, what you believing for. Still pursuing it despite how you feel. It was a lot of times. That's why I say it's a lot of times that I wanted to quit, but I refused to quit. And here we are now. A partner of mine, we getting ready to close on the deal here in probably 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like, and aside from, in the next 2 weeks, me and my wife have managed to close on multiple mobile home deals. I've done a deal virtually, and it was in Lafayette, Louisiana. Never been to Lafayette, didn't even know Lafayette, Louisiana existed until somebody seen a sign of mine and, ended up getting that deal closed, doing the mobile home stuff. So that's what I mean, like continually to pursue what it is that you're believing for. This is what I mean by it's going to cost you something. Identify. If you don't know where to start right now, just identify what the success means to you. Is that providing a better future for your kids? Is that you being healthy or starting a regimen, a workout regimen for all of 2024? What does success mean to you? The moment you find that out, then you can start having everything else in place. Like, okay, once I identify that, who do I need to put myself around? Who do I need to talk to? Who do I need to research? You know what I'm saying? Be a student of success and start following some of these people you want to be. You want to know? Like, look at Kobe Bryant. Shout out Kobe. Look at Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant studied the greats. He was a student of success. He studied those that came before him so he can either be greater than them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you're going to be successful. And it's going to cost you. Just count the cost before you even get started. What is it going to cost you? In order to know what it's going to cost you, you have to be willing to sacrifice. Thank you for watching. I got 2 people that shared it, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, see you, Miss Pansy. I see you went to Arizona. Yeah, it's hot. It's beautiful, but it's hot. You're gonna pay a price for that beauty. But again, man, identifying what success means to you and going after that. And man, listen, man, don't forget to send me some stars. I got a goal to reach 5 stars. Help me reach that goal. Those stars actually help go towards our organization of Redeemed Nation. Again, if you are not doing anything in the morning, please join me right here 11:30. I will be sharing the word. Like, I know you probably got questions like, do you wake up in the morning and be like, God, why me? Why am I here? Am I just sent to earth to go to work, pay bills, go to work, pay bills? Is that the only reason why I'm here on this earth? And I'm here to tell you that's not it. you got something more that you're supposed to be doing, and I'm gonna answer that question in the morning. Join me right here, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be right here doing the same thing, sharing the word. I got a word prepared for you. So please don't miss it if you can. I mean, if you go back and watch it, I'm grateful for that. Shout out my viewers. Let me see. I'm just trying to make sure that I shout the people that tune in. I shout y'all out. Okay. Cool. But yeah, man, I'm getting ready to land this plane. I hope this kind of helped you a little bit. Identify success and then pursue it. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is to me, failure doesn't exist. Only way you fail is if you try something and you stop and you give up before it's time. That's the only way you can fail. But if you are trying something and you feel it really in your heart, you really feel something that you're passionate about, keep going. Now is not the time to give up because it may seem difficult, because it might seem hard or whatever. Right now is not the time to give up. You should be going even harder. When you try something and it doesn't work at the first time, hey, it's okay. Dust yourself off and keep trying. Just don't change your mission. Just change the approach. You might have tried it one way and it didn't work. Well, keep the same mission, but try a different approach. You probably launched out, like let's say I just use real estate. You probably jumped out there and wanted to start wholesaling, and you tried it and it didn't work. Well, don't change the mission. Just go and find you a mentor and find out what the steps are. Be willing to give to get. What type of what is your strength? What do you bring to the table, right? Like, I mean, if you know, like, let's say your family always having gatherings and, they always cooking and stuff, and they send out a note and say, we need everybody to bring a dish, and, they have the event or whatever, and everybody but you bringing a dish. Like, how do you think that makes you look to them? How does that make it? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you just coming to the table to take? Or what are you bringing to the table? So when you go out searching for a mentor, look to add value to them as well. Are you good at talking to people on the phones? Are you good at connecting with people? Are you good at identifying deals? Are you good at searching? What is it that you are good at? And once you find your strength, bring your strength to the table and use that to add value no matter where you go, right? So again, also too, I am still doing free life coaching sessions. If you want to talk one-on-one with me, please feel free to inbox me. I send you my link so you can schedule your time. My schedule should be changing up next week because I will start training for my career in being a patient coordinator. Shout out my wonderful wife for connecting me on that. I get to work from home, get to work from my office, still doing what I'm passionate about, So, but yeah, it might my schedule may look different a little bit next week. So if you reach out and we could talk and set up some time, I definitely make time to connect with you. If you want to do free, this is free. Everybody say ain't nothing in this world free. I'm giving my time to hear your situation, hear how I can help add value. That's something that I'm passionate about, is seeing other people win in life. And if you desire to have that, man, inbox me tonight, whenever. Let's get on the call and I'll help you out. All right, man, y'all have a blessed and wonderful night. I'll see you in the morning. Deuces.